Hello and welcome to what is now day 5. Got to be an interesting day. Haven't got much planned, which I think we've established is becoming a trend, definitely. We are we will be heading to the racetrack at Magnico today. We haven't got much more than that planned, to be honest. I can get in there tonight and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, welcome to day 5. Thing that is worth mentioning is the quality of this park up. Like, it's pretty decent, to be fair. Like the camping car thing is like there. That's where the air is. But I decided I weren't parking there. I wanted to park where I'm parked. Which, to be fair, I don't need to cross this river, but I can hear like a waterfall and it's drawing me in. Oh, it looks good as well. Oh, hello. So it's like a hydro plant by the looks of it. I wanted to go swimming in this last night. I'm glad I didn't. I'd have died. But it looks pretty cool. I don't know how much. I can't see it actually. But that looks like fun. Do a little bit of white water rafting there. But again, this is like one thing. I mean, I've said it a lot about France, but oh, it's taking me on the walk alongside the river. This is good. So it's just nice. It's just chilled. Like, I'm gonna check out the actual air before I go along that path on the river. Could have jumped on the scooter really for this. Well, let's check out the air. I can't imagine it being much better than where I'm parked on the grass, to be honest. Watch now, it'll be like perfect. Oh no. Now I understand why no one's parked in it. Bit shit that. Well look, that said the sun would be on it all day. So meh. Anyway. So we're gonna carry on. Got a brisk 11-minute walk to the boulangerie. Oh, we're going to get some breakfast. It is 10 at 9. I feel like I've been very bold this morning in, leaving it so late to get breakfast stuffs. This could very much be a matter of me having to go elsewhere for breakfast supplies. I mean, I could be wrong. I will happily be wrong. But I feel like from past experience, what I've found is that if you don't get to that bakery early in the morning, there's a good chance you ain't getting your breakfast stuffs. Because they make us, well, in the past, I mean, this, happy to be wrong on this, I'm in a bigger town today. But when I've been in smaller villages, they've made a set number of croissants. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's it. I mean, there was one, I don't know where I was. Well, I was in France, naturally. But I went to the bakery, asked for a croissant, they had none. No pain au chocolat. I ended up getting a chocolate tart for my breakfast, which, fairly, it was quite good. But it's, yeah, when you're on a quest to find the best croissant in France. That's an unofficial quest, by the way. You've got to get a croissant every day, haven't you? I mean, the weird part as well, like, what I'm going to have to do today, maybe can get away with doing it Monday, is fill up the van. But I've done over 700 miles so far on this one tank of fuel that I filled up on Sunday with. So I looked this morning, and the direct distance as the crow flies from where I am to Benicassim is like 650 miles, if that. Now, I'm not going as the crow flies, that's a given, but I reckon I should get there on a full tank, or one more full tank, which means I'll be about 100 and no, somewhere around £200 in diesel, and I'll be in Spain, which is madness. Now, I want to spin you around because this is pretty cool. Like, I've just walked up from the camping car. I'm saying it's cool, it may not be, but yeah, it looks pretty good, right? Not a bad little spot, this. I'm quite proud of myself. Sorry, I just stopped to take a photo because it is pretty. It probably helps that the sun's shining. And yeah, I mean, just the architecture, man. Like buildings that don't necessarily go together, but they are together, but they just fit at the same time, which is pretty sick. So I'm gonna turn the camera off for a little bit now. Should have brought my laptop with me as well. I could have found a cafe and done some work, but at the same time, I've got a really good internet connection where I'm parked up, which means I can jump on and do some work later, and I'll be connected, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'll put the GoPro away for now and just get this walk out the way, and we'll reconvene when I have purchased baked goods. So I'll see you in a little bit. Right, so bakery complete. Couldn't get a croissant. Had a bit of a western really. I asked for a croissant and a pain au chocolat. What I got was a pain au chocolat, and then some like apple tart thing, which was rather annoying, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. What I did after that, I walked past a coffee shop on my way up and it was in the sun, so I stopped there, got a cafe au lait and another pain au chocolat because they didn't have any croissants either. I've just sat in the sun and had them, but I forgot just how good French coffee is, like how strong it is, but how good it is. I'm not convinced it compares really to Café con Leche in Spain. It's not quite that good, but it was good nonetheless. So all I'm doing now, I'm just walking back along the river. There's a Carrefour that I walked past on the way up. I need to pick up some bits. I don't really need, but I'm going to get some juice, some Orangina. My fridge appears to be working properly now and functionally, so what I'm potentially going to do is grab some chicken or something so I can have something meat based this evening instead of having noodles. Plus I'm at the truck racing for the next couple of days, so I don't really want to be stuck without food. Oh, no, like Carrefour. No, it looks like it is actually Carrefour. I thought it was just a petrol station. That would have crippled me. There's also a Revolution washing laundry thing. I don't really need to do any washing yet, but it will be good to know how much they are. Apple Music throwing all sorts of shite at me today. But yeah, we're gonna just pick up a few bits. That's a Carrefour Market, or probably a small one. 177. Wow, that's expensive. 177 a litre for diesel. No, that's a 7 or a 1? No, 171. I was gonna say that would have been steep. 171 a litre for diesel. Ain't too bad really. €5 for 9 kilos. That's good as well. €3 for use of the dryer. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna nip into this little Carrefour. Might even fill my van up here afterwards, to be honest, a bit later on. But I need to find my way into the Carrefour as well. No, I'll just walk around a bit. That's all I'm literally doing, is just wandering aimlessly. But it is what it is. So yeah, gotta pick up some bits. I'm gonna keep wandering around this block. That looks at it. Big sign on wall saying Carrefour Market. Can't find entrance to the bloody thing. But yeah, we'll catch up in a little bit when I get back to the van. Might even do a time lapse of me doing some work, because I feel it's probably going to be important to share the entrance. Not share the entrance. Well, you can see the entrance actually. There you go, the entrance to the Carrefour. But no, I think it's important to show what I actually do when I'm travelling, what working online looks like. So we'll pause it there, and I'm going to go do some shopping. Hi, and welcome to this, take them off, welcome to this training where we are going to discuss placement of ads on social media. So if you just stop recording. Right, we've had a different kind of productive morning. We've done some filming, as you've seen in previous edits of this. What I've also done, I've had a little mooch in the front of the van, and I thought, well, why is my fridge not getting cool as quickly as it potentially should be? And I came up with a conclusion that the back of, I'm going to call it a cupboard that I had, wasn't letting air flow efficiently. I'd cut some holes in it, but wasn't the most efficient. So what I've done is just hack out a massive gap. What that now means is that the fan, which is here, can actually blow air out and the air can escape, as opposed to the air being trapped and circulating and it fighting itself. So we've looked at the app for the fridge now, and it would appear that it is getting cooler, which is a good thing. So we're going to monitor it, we're going to see what the crack is, see where we're at, and hopefully we've got on top of it, because if I can get the fridge to stay cool and become more efficient, then it means the batteries will become more efficient too, because they won't be constantly on off, which is a bonus. Now everybody from around me, barring that camper van motorhome, has gone, so we have now got peace and tranquility, which we had, to be fair anyway, but without other people being around. So it's 11:15. I'm not really sure what to do from here. I've got more training that I can potentially be doing, more work for the team, which is good. But yeah, other than that, I want to maybe get some sandpaper out and try and tidy up that area around the back of the fridge. Then again, maybe not. I've got all the windows down, there's air circulating properly now, which is good. I might make a coffee actually and have that apple turnover that's not an apple turnover that I got given when I asked for a croissant, which I'm still not best pleased about, as it hadn't half disrupted my my plans for France's best croissant. But we might have to incorporate pain au chocolat in there as well, so France's best pain au chocolat and croissant. Well, other than that, I've not got any real rush. I've got maybe an hour's drive, hour and a half to get to Manicourt, to the circuit. I can get into the campsite tonight between 5 and 7, so I don't need to rush there. I can just sort of relax really. I'll probably get a book out in a minute, move myself into the sun, have a relaxing read and a coffee, and yeah, just relax and take it easy, which is what this trip is all about. I feel like I keep mentioning that, but it is what this trip is all about. The relaxation and the chilled atmosphere. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go make a coffee and have some apple-based delights. Hello, so we are finally on the move. It is 13:22. I found somewhere to park tonight.
In 0.1 of a mile, turn right,
which
and then turn
I'm excited
right.
for, because it's somewhere where I can have a shower. That shouldn't excite me as much as maybe it does, but it does excite me nonetheless. What I am going also to do is I'm going to a Hyper U first supermarket, and this bridge looks low.
Turn right, and then
so I'm going to a Hyper U, in that it's a hypermarket. What I'm hoping for is that I can pick up, ideally, some
turn right,
sandpaper,
and then turn left.
so I can tidy up that mess that I've made this morning. And then after that, I'm also hoping again that I can pick up,
turn left,
and this may
and
be
then
impossible, it may
at the
not
roundabout, take the second exit.
I'm aiming for a 27mm arbor saw. I started to fit, while I was still at home, a new marine panel at like the front of the van by the sliding door, so that while I'm parked in Spain I can have a shower without having to run the engine. But my battery died on my drill, and typically I put it on charge and then forgot to bring it with me, so rather frustrating in that respect. But if I can pick up just the arbor saw, like the hole cutting section,
exit, and
then I've got
at the roundabout,
enough tools with me
to
be able to manually do it. Well, that's the aim anyway. I mean, the plywood, which I will have to get through,
take the second exit,
is a little bit thicker than where the back of my fridge was, so I'm not going to be able to just rip it out like I had this
turn
morning.
left, and then at the roundabout,
I need a cutting
take
implement.
the first exit.
So even if that was a hacksaw blade, I mean, I probably would be able to do it with a hacksaw blade, but we're going to have to sort of wait and see what
Turn
pops up,
left,
I guess, in that respect.
and then at the roundabout, take
I
the
know
first exit.
the big Carrefour that I went to on Monday, that had
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
a big sort of section for tools and such. So I'm hoping that this Hyper will have the same, and if it does, that then means that I can sort of crack on and get it fitted, get it all wired up
In a quarter of a mile,
and installed.
turn left.
That's certainly what I'm aiming for doing, certainly what I want to be doing, because once I get to Spain, and certainly once I get to the festival, I'm going to be parked up for probably a week without moving, so I want to be able to have a shower. That's kind of key. I mean, the other alternative I've got, which is one that I don't really want to be exploring,
In
is
1/4 mile, turn left.
to book a camping ticket for the festival, even though I won't be camping, just so I can then get the shower ticket. But that's kind of a waste of money, really. So I'd rather be able to just be self-contained and do it from the van. So we're probably just going to do that instead. So that's the aim for the first leg of this journey. What I'm going to do in a short while, once I get going towards this aire, which is at the side of a canal, which should be pretty cool. I'll get a time lapse going. We know I love a time lapse now. I've got pretty good at doing them. It's not that it's very difficult. I've got the bracket in place, so it's not like I'm unable to do said time lapse. Like I said, rather effortless.
In a quarter of a mile,
So
turn right, and then turn left.
I'm going to shut up for a bit, just so I can focus on what I'm doing. These are quite narrow streets. French drivers are a little bit lethal, so I'll be quiet for a bit, and I will catch up with you very soon. Ta-ta! So we are 4 minutes away from our park up along the banks of the Loire, which is strange because that's where I was a couple of days. Well, I was on the banks of the Loire a couple of days ago, not this specific spot, but still same river. Genuinely looking forward to this park up. Apparently the harbour master is responsible for shower tokens. It's €2.50 or €2.50 for 7 minutes in the shower, which I am genuinely looking forward to. Just having a shower. I need it, I feel a bit hacky, and I really want to shave my head. No, you're not coming with me in the shower, you dirty dogs.
In half a mile,
I've not got a waterproof
turn right.
case. But I am genuinely looking forward to having a shower, so once I get parked up, I'm going to find Boss Man and get the shower tokens, and then chill until a point at which I can get, well, I'm going to chill until I need to eat and have a beer. But we're almost there, so I think what I'll do now is flip onto a little time lapse again, because I know you love them, showing the route into the aire, or into the park up. It's not an aire in this one, but into the park up. And yeah, it'll be a treat for us both at the same time, which sounds good to me. Right, so I've just parked up, as you will have seen, the route in. I'm not convinced that I'm parked where this park up is. I mean, looking at the photos, it looks like it, kind of. But I'm not convinced, you know. Like, it's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But I don't know where the showers are. Can't see anything that looks like a shower area. So we might have to just go for a little walk and a little explore, but generally speaking, I think maybe I am in the right place. Gosh knows where the showers are, but we're going to find them. We are going to find them. So we've just come out for a little walk, just having a wander on the canal really. Well, on the road at the side of the canal. Looks nice. Looks very nice. Still not 100% convinced I've parked in the right place. But then, at the same time, does it really matter? I don't think it does. Right, it's a weird one. It's a bit of a boatyard. I'm going to go back the opposite way actually. There's not much about, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But could really do with finding these showers. And it's the only reason I've come and parked here. Like, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but I've genuinely parked here just so I can have a shower. I don't know what French canals are like for swimming in, and I wouldn't entertain doing it in the UK. But that might be the other option, just dive in the canal and have a little swim. But Park for Night said there were showers, so there's gotta be. The only thing I can imagine is I've driven past them on the way in. Maybe. Maybe not. But it's nice, the spot I'm in, completely unbroken in terms of cover, so it's good for the solar. Maybe not so good for the heat of the van, but it is nice. It's very nice. Okay. Tell me where you think the showers might be. Answers on a postcard, please. Nah, I feel like they're going to be down here, which is miles away from where I'm parked, which is a minor frustration to say the least. But we've got some coins with us, so on the off chance that I do manage to find the man who sells the tokens, then we're on a winner. It is nice though. Imagine that canal's going to be really, really cold. I don't really want to throw myself into it. But yeah, we'll have a mooch and see what we can see. I mean, worst case scenario, this is purely worst case scenario, if I can't find these showers, then I've got access to the camping at the racetrack from 5 o'clock tonight, so in like an hour and 10 minutes, and I ain't that far away, so yeah, worst case we hop back in the van in a little bit and just go there, park up, and it'll be what it'll be. We're not too worried about it. Ooh, yes, I can see a sign that says douche on it, and douche means showers. What a relief. Right, we'll scrap all that panic. I've found somewhere to have a shower. Whether I can get a shower or not is a different kettle of fish. After all, I'm in France, they don't like working. So let's have a spot and see what we can see. If somewhere's open I can get a token while laughing. If they're shut, we're not laughing at all. And typically the door's locked. So maybe shower's not happening. That's disappointing. But I say, not the end of the world. So we won't worry about it. It's a nice little picnic area. I want to wander out in front of it. It is nice. And there is a bakery at the other side of the bloody canal as well. So it is actually like ideal, but it's all good. We'll make our way to the racetrack and see what we can see. No. So yeah, sorry, I had to stop and stroke a dog. It's become quite normal. But, I mean, there are toilets, there are everything that you possibly need. But for now, I'm going to have a look. See what we can see. If there's no token thing in here, we're laughing. Alright, takes a token. That's well frustrating. But it's not the end of the world. All it means is that we get to have a gentleman's shower. Or a gentleman's wash even. Which is yeah, wet wipes. It's a bit grim, I'll be honest with you. Hopefully after the racing's finished on Sunday I'll get myself on a motorway and all I'll do is stop at the services and have a proper shower. But for now, it's 5 to 4 now. I'll wander back to the van, sit and ponder the next hour or so in the sun, and then make my way to Magny-Cours. Hopefully get a decent pitch. I can't imagine the racing track is going to be very busy this weekend at all. So if we can get a decent pitch, hopefully the pick of the pitches will be pretty good. And then yeah, we'll just chill for the weekend, not move the van, use the sun's rays for electricity. The split charge is doing its thing again. That battery's staying very, very charged up. That was really bad English, but it is staying very well charged. So theoretically we're good. Plenty of water in the tank, I think. So we're not in a bad spot. I think I'll do some work inside the van, get the back doors flung open so at least have something worthwhile to look at. And or maybe I'll just get the deck chair out again and just sit and ponder. There's no pressure. That's the beauty that I keep saying about the trip like this, is that we're not under any pressure to do anything. It's quite nice. Probably shouldn't have parked the van so far away, but it is what it is. So I'm going to stop rambling now, because I've realised I do talk a lot, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, I'm going to shush and just enjoy the scenery.